Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast where I have just one thing to say. Hey, Tucky! It's lost the mid-card. Welcome. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Money in the Bank happened this weekend. Shortest pay-per-view in forever. Probably the shortest pay-per-view in WWE Network history. AEW. And NXT going on as well. A lot of headlines. So let's get right into it. First, thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes and any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is search for Lost the Midcard, hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way every Wednesday. You can also catch us on the YouTube. The links to everything are on our Facebook page, facebook.com/LostInTheMidcard. Hit that subscribe button there. So, you can also go to the Twitter at LITMC Podcast. We also share a lot of the great tweets from the wrestling world as well. I'm your host, Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JBHuskers. And as always, a co-host, he is on the Twitter at Raw F Showtime. On the camera tonight, Mr. Matt Black. Matt, how you doing?
I'm live from Daly's place.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Those guys aren't
Ready to go.
Those guys aren't social distancing behind you, though.
Well, I'm staying away from them. It's okay.
You're 6 feet apart, but yeah, those assholes aren't.
Hey, I can't control what other people do, but I'm keeping my distance.
And as always, on the Twitter at No One Like D, Mr. Darryl Bullock. Darryl, how you doing?
Beat me if you can, survive if I let you.
Yeah, a little FTW. I didn't do a background yet. I'll get there. I don't know what I want to do even.
You got to be creative. Something that fits your personality.
I think I might. Like I said last week, I might do the Tuesday Night Titans.
Word, son.
Put old Heenan and Gorilla behind me there. That show was great. Did they put every episode on there or just select ones?
I think they add them in periodically as they go.
We got not Impact. I had it on Impact, but I switched. We all have WrestleMania 3 on for FS1 airing a WrestleMania 3-hour version of it. So I don't know what they all cut out or whatnot. I mean, they may not have to cut out too much, but of course you still have commercial breaks. But we got Adrian Adonis and Roddy Piper.
Hot Rod.
Hogan!
Hot Rod's my spirit animal.
Man, Adonis, those trunks are not flattering.
Here's a fupa.
Wait a minute.
He's got a gun. Oh, wait a minute. If you don't know what gun is, look it up, kids.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Money in the Bank happened on Sunday. Did you guys find yourself wondering what to do after it ended so damn early?
I watched the last ride.
We watched the last ride.
I watched it. I watched it in the afternoon. So
my plan was to always watch it after the pay-per-view in case the pay-per-view sucked. I had a good memory to end the evening on. So I was thrilled when Money in the Bank went off the air at 9:30. I'm just like, cool.
It was just so surprising. Like, I'm looking at my phone like, damn, my kids aren't even asleep yet.
Well, dude, look, they don't need to add in fucking filler right now. Just give us what is scheduled. If it ain't a 3 or 4 hour show, I'm not complaining at this point.
They did give us filler with R-Truth and Lashley.
No, that was done because they're continuing that Lashley build between him and MVP right now.
Beatdown Clan.
We're getting the Beatdown Clan in WWE. I don't know what they're going to be called, but we know they're not going to be called the BDC.
No.
So
I was excited at the prospects of that last week, and then we're getting more of it this week.
I mean, I can choose I can name something else that stands for BDC, but I'm not going to say it on here.
Oh my God.
When are we censored here? Come on. As long as it doesn't make any women's groups come after you.
I was fine last week, you son of a bitch.
So he says.
Tried to get me in trouble.
You got yourself in trouble there.
You
Bronco.
tried to get me in trouble.
No.
You said it.
The words came out of your mouth.
Yeah, but then y'all buried me for it afterwards. Like, y'all don't say controversial shit all the time on this damn show.
Listen, we know what I'm built for. JB know what he's built for. That was surprising from you.
Oh, thumb to the eye by Piper.
We're all allowed to say surprising shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Hot ride.
What'd you guys think of the last ride?
It's
awesome.
Dude, you know what? Like, I would never have thought in, I guess, 30-something years that The Undertaker would actually break kayfabe into a documentary.
Yeah, and broke it 3 years ago.
Right.
Well, now we're all realizing that legitimately he was planning to retire after that Roman match, and that's when this was being filmed for. They were going to do probably a WWE 24 documentary on the end of his career, and then he's like, well, I'm coming back, and I'm like, I guess we'll shelf this footage and use it later, and now we're getting a whole 5-part series out of it. So
is that a legit shiner on Adonis there?
No, it's just makeup.
Oh, that's like, damn, Piper really clocked him that hard. Piper's stumbling around like I'm good, and once the bars open up here.
Nice.
Oh Lord.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Oh, not anytime soon. Probably July at this point. I don't know.
Does Jimmy Hart have arrogance in his hand?
He's got that Martel shit.
Oh man, arrogance.
Yeah, it's just amazing how the guy can even walk right now.
Yeah. I'll say this: from having my knee surgery, I learned a lot, and when it all came down to it, like I realized, like the doctor said, okay, well, your knee is not going to be 100% for a year. So when he said, okay, I went to Mania, trained for Mania, had a surgery to fix something that I walked into Mania with, and then rehabbed and got prepared for the next Mania. Dude, what I'm doing right now is a lot. So I can only imagine what he's doing to get himself, to rehab whatever surgery that he has and the muscles around it, then got to get into ring shape. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a year-long process, he said.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like literally eat, sleep, rehab, gym, all that. Yeah, all that. All of that.
Conquer.
Yes.
Repeat. This is coming up, I think, in episode 2 next week, but God, drilling into that bone. I think it was the hip bone they were drilling into. That was hope you weren't eating dinner when that was showing.
Some gruesome footage.
Yeah, they literally they drill a hole in it, and then they take a post and hammer it in and put a hinge right there. So your hip is just all metal. It's like a door. It's like a door.
Yeah. Yeah. I came across this article when I was getting prepared for the show tonight. Michelle McCool did an interview with the New York Post and revealed that Edge almost was the one to break the streak, and she stepped in and said no.
No, Edge stepped in and said no.
Oh, did Edge step in?
Yeah, Edge said no.
Yeah,
oh,
Edge
she fought. Well, according to Mike Johnson, PW Insider, it says she fought to make sure it didn't happen.
No, that's not the story I read. The story I read, Edge stepped in and
yeah, Edge didn't want to break the streak.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know.
Real quick.
Well, I don't know why Mike. The title says Michelle McCool reveals who almost ended the streak and fought to make sure it didn't happen. But
well,
yeah,
let me ask you two real quick. Who do you both think should have broke the streak? In your opinion,
I don't think it ever should have been broken. And if it should have been an up and comer.
What do you think, Matt?
But definitely not Lesnar.
Shouldn't have been Lesnar, but at that point, I don't know who they would have done. They could have just gone with Roman, but
Roman Reigns. Oh no, Edge did say that. His quote was, "That makes zero sense. I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? Fans already love me. What's it going to do for?"
If anybody should have did it, And we know that Roman wasn't supposed to fight Taker initially at 33. It should have been Cena. That's just my opinion.
Oh God, that'd really.
That
why
would
they
have been
turn him
brutal.
heel? Okay, this is Michelle McCool says this in the interview. She said she's the one that says that makes zero sense. I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? The
That's
fans
what Edge said.
All right, Mike Johnson wrote it wrong then.
Yeah,
Mike Johnson can't read.
Because this is what her quotes from that interview. But God, how many times in that?
Yeah, this is the direct quote from Michelle McCool, and it has to be read in properly. I remember a few years prior to WrestleMania 24 versus Edge, they talked about Edge breaking the streak, and it was Edge that was actually like, that makes zero sense. I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? The fans already love him. What's it going to do for Edge? McCool explained.
Okay. Well, he chopped up the whole interview, so that didn't help.
Dang on it, Mike.
Oh, beefcake.
Beefcake!
Yes. The barber.
So was Piper a babyface here?
Sure was.
What else from the Taker last ride did you take?
Hmm?
I didn't know how serious it was after 30. Like how hurt he was. Like he said, when he said he did not remember, he said that what did he say? His last memory was like 3 o'clock that afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a concussion before, and like it wasn't that bad, but yeah, if you're not remembering anything from maybe 24 hours, and then he had to ask Michelle what his name was when the doctor asked him.
They get really bad. Like Bully Ray's talked about one that he got a concussion so bad he was in the hospital. He thought his mother was still alive. Like he didn't realize that his mom was dead. And he said he suffered through a lot of the same things that Taker did. Like he couldn't remember his name, and he was being like all like just jokey and weird and shit like that. It's serious stuff, man. People,
it is.
The people that still don't take the concussion stuff seriously, just it blows my mind.
You can't.
It's some serious fucking shit.
The doctor will tell you you can't sleep. You can't fall asleep at night. You can't sleep until they clear you to. It's a lot, bro. Like everything is cloudy. It hurts. Like you have headaches for a couple of days. It's no good.
Yeah, I guess it's a good match to not have your memory, huh? Yeah. Don't remember losing Mania. Never happened if you don't remember it, right?
True.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Oh shit, Matt, you were in the crowd for that.
I was.
You went to 30?
Yeah, I was at 30. It was
right.
it was my favorite live Mania I attended. And
Man.
the thing was, during that match, I was looking at my phone through a majority of it. I was just like, I'm just waiting on the tombstone and the 3 count, because I just didn't care, And then when Lesnar won, we were just like, what the fuck just happened? And it took the air out of that building, man. Like if Brian wasn't doing his thing at the end of that night, it would have been a really rough rest of that Mania to get through. Brian literally saved that show for WWE that night.
If you can remember, what match went on after that?
The Women's Battle Royal.
Yeah, there's only 2 matches after that.
Or it was a gauntlet or something. It was like
some Divas thing.
It was Paige defending her title against a whole bunch of women. I think it was some kind of battle royal of some sort. And then Paige lost. Oh, not Paige. It was AJ Lee. And then AJ Lee lost the title the next night to Paige, the debuting Paige.
Wow. Could you imagine following that?
Well, that's probably why they put that, because at the time
I think it was just that, and then
Brian,
Batista, and Orton.
Yeah, that was all.
I think that's all that was left.
So they make this big deal of Vince leaving Mania. He's like, well, there's 2 matches left. He doesn't give a shit about the Divas. So
yeah, but I still think it was a big deal that he left.
It is. It was cool that he did.
One thing I did not know about, I didn't know Brock was there.
Yeah, I didn't realize Brock went.
No, I didn't know that
that they covered that. I knew Vince went, but I didn't know Brock went.
Yeah, Brock. They said Brock was one of the first ones there.
No, they said Brock and Vince got out of the SUV together behind the ambulance.
Okay.
They went together.
I thought Brock was in the SUV by himself.
No, it was Vince and Brock together. They followed the ambulance to the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, Vince is sure as hell not going to ride in an uncomfortable ambulance. But shit, yeah, that was really cool. A lot of AEW people featured in that. Of course, 2017.
La Champion.
A fair amount of Jericho. Little JR.
Let me ask you both this question though. We know Taker's up there in age.
Yes,
and do you think he just a matter of opinion? Do you think he should have hung it up a long time ago, or do you think that? Let me ask you two questions. Do you think that he should have hung it up a long time ago, and do you think that by Brock breaking it and him coming back and losing to Roman and doing anything else after the streak, do you think it actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Make the streak look, tarnish the streak. Thank you.
Well, the immediate match right after was Bray Wyatt. It wasn't that great of a match.
I actually thought it was pretty good. I thought him and Bray had a good match.
They had a good story with that.
I was underwhelmed by it.
It was a lot better than his match with Roman the following year. And apparently, if you look at the preview for episode 2, the poor quality of his match with Roman was one of the main reasons he chose to not let that be his last match. And I would not be the slightest bit surprised.
He had a good match
when we get to the end of this series.
It's over?
If they reveal that the Boneyard match was Taker's final match.
Well, because Taker's always said he doesn't want to have a big celebration of, goodbye and shit like that. So
right.
But
what was that after? What he had after that match? He got Bray and he got Punk, right?
Punk was 29. Okay. That was in New Jersey the first time.
So who was 32?
32 was Roman.
33 was Roman because I was there.
Oh no, 32 was Shane McMahon. I'm sorry,
Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell. Yeah,
in Dallas. Okay. Yeah, 33 was Roman. My bad.
I was there. I was there for Dallas.
Yeah. For some reason, I get those 2 years, those 2 year numbers mixed up.
For a minute there, I was like nodding my head, like, yeah, I saw that match in person, Roman and Brock, or Roman and Taker.
The Hitman.
Danny Davis.
Nightmare Danny Davis.
Got
Jesse
the Body, the Heart Foundation.
Yeah, a bunch of marks.
Yeah.
Y'all old.
The old school promo. Money in the Bank was short, as we said, under 2.5 hours. If you go to the network, I think it was like 2 hours and 20 minutes. One kickoff show match, Jeff Hardy and Cesaro. Pretty damn good match there, I thought.
Really know why it was necessary.
Well, yeah.
I mean, when they've done the whole build, and the whole build has been Hardy and Cesaro. I mean, Hardy and Sheamus. It's weird that they decided to go with throwing Hardy on a pre-show against Cesaro for literally no good reason, in my opinion.
Which is funny because it's like, Cesaro is a part of the bar and he's feuding with Sheamus, but none of that was mentioned, as if they forgot the bar ceased to exist.
See, that actually would have been a nice tie-in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they didn't mention a fucking word of it. No. I didn't even think about that, JB, but yeah, that actually would have allowed the match to make a little bit of sense.
But yeah, I mean, they mentioned the bar as much as they mentioned Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. So,
though we saw Roman on a poster,
the Bulldog going after.
We sure did. Matilda
going after Jimmy Hart is great. For those that are wondering, we're watching WrestleMania 3 on FS1 while we record. But a good kickoff show match, at least, between those guys. And
I thought the whole show was good.
Yeah,
it was okay. Like I wasn't mad at it at all.
I give it a solid B.
Yeah, there wasn't a low point that I could find in that night.
Like I said, they kept everything flowing. They didn't give, a whole bunch of matches for the sake of giving us matches. They didn't extend the matches longer than they needed to be just to fill time slots. Like I feel it all worked.
Yeah.
Wow.
And fully expect Sheamus and Jeff Hardy at Backlash, which is 5 weeks away, maybe.
Which I really don't know why WWE's waiting for pay-per-views right now, and their ratings are faltering.
They're
so
waiting
bad.
They're waiting because they don't know. They're trying to. I think from what I'm hearing, that certain states are trying to open, and Vince is still waiting till the last minute to actually figure out what he's doing with these pay-per-views.
Oh yeah,
I'm essentially what I'm just saying with their ratings plummeting right now. And they're using the whole superstar invitation thing to get more star power on their shows. Why are you waiting for matches like Orton and Edge and Hardy and Sheamus? Put them on fucking Fox and USA and see if you can get a ratings boost again.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what they're doing with NXT.
Just the mere fact of Edge and Randy on the show didn't do much for it. Went up.
I didn't see the ratings this week.
I got them coming up. It's about mid 1.9s, so it's up.
Oh, it's up. Look, it's better to be up than down right now.
Yeah.
And both NXT and AEW saw a rise last week too. So that's good news. It's good news.
Main card kicked off with the Fatal 4-Way for the SmackDown Tag Titles. Very good competitive 12-minute match. Everybody got involved. It's amazing how the Forgotten Sons have been used better in 1 month of the main roster as opposed to the entire time in NXT. New Day get the win, retain. I'm trying to think of it. What tag team is on SmackDown that hasn't? I guess Miz and Morrison could still have a claim because they didn't get pinned. Same with Forgotten Sons. So maybe one of those two teams it takes on the New Day next, you think? Or is there a team I'm forgetting that wasn't in this match?
Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, and speaking of which, we'll get there in a minute about Heavy Machinery. Yeah, I guess Miz and Morrison could still say they were never pinned. They could probably do that for Backlash. Now that we'll get ahead of ourselves with the cases, but we'll talk about that when we get there. R-Truth came out and was trying to teach MVP about balling.
Mm-hmm.
And MVP says, "Oh, wait a minute, I got somebody for you." Pissed off Lashley that took care of R-Truth in about a minute and a half. Beat down Clan reunion, man. I love it. Well, and the funny thing was Samoa Joe was on commentary.
Yeah, just need Low Key and Kenny King.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where is Low Key? Is he still MLW?
MLW.
Kenny
King's in ROH.
ROH, yeah.
Yep.
Kenny King was also on The Bachelor.
He was.
Twice.
Tamina and Bailey. Good showing good decent showing for Tamina. I
just hurry up and give me Sasha and Bailey. Please.
I don't. Yeah,
they're stretching it to SummerSlam.
I said that.
I know.
I've said that on the podcast for a long time that they're stretching that out to SummerSlam.
I know.
I don't know if it's Tamina, just Tamina. Maybe age is getting her, or it's her gear, but she just does not move well in the ring here. I don't know what it is exactly, but Bailey retains. Obviously, we all doing that slow burn. Universal Championship up next. Strowman Wyatt. I kind of like the end where Strowman put on the mask and suckered in Bray. Clearly, at the end of that match, we're teasing the Fiend getting involved, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys think of Strowman and Wyatt?
It was to be expected from me. Yeah, it was to be expected.
I thought it was maybe the worst thing on the show. Maybe.
I thought it was funny when the live graphic conspicuously disappeared for that. I was like, oh, yep, they filmed some stuff here.
Yeah, they filmed that match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the live graphic kept going in and out.
And honestly, they should have just left the live graphic off all night, because it just looked dumb to be coming back and disappearing all night. It made things look weird.
Yeah. Hey, they're breaking kayfabe. We got the old hacker truth will be heard thing. I wonder where they're going with this thing. I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I think if they make it kind of like a newer age Goldust GTV, I think it'd be kind of interesting. I mean, already it was kind of cool with the reveal of what happened with Mandy and Sonya. I wonder if the next big thing for the hacker is Sasha Bailey.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They use the hacker to prove Sasha's plans of turning.
Yeah, but I think it's more leading to Bailey turning. I mean, more to Sasha turning face and
yeah,
Bailey being the heel.
I knew.
Bailey's been kind of using Sasha the entire time.
True, but if Bailey turns on Sasha, or if Sasha turns on Bailey, I mean Bailey's a heel, so that kind of inherently makes Sasha a babyface, anyways. No matter who turns on who.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm saying is, I see this feud ending with Sasha as the face and Bailey as the heel.
Clearly. Yeah. I figured still Sasha would still turn on Bailey somehow to make her a babyface, but you could have Bailey attack her before things even she attacks her before like the pressure's getting to her, because she's getting asked questions by the backstage interviewers and everything. So maybe the pressure gets to Bailey and she strikes first. I don't know.
Hey, I just want Sasha to wear that bodysuit again.
Ooh, that was nice, wasn't it?
It sure was.
What do you guys think of Rollins' new music?
They need, if you're going to keep the Messiah gimmick, and he needed a change. The burn it down thing doesn't work anymore.
No, bring it back when he's a babyface again. I like it. But it conspicuously sounds a lot like Bailey and Cesaro's themes. It's like
it does. It really does.
It's like since they dropped CFO.
Well, that wasn't really their choice either.
Oh, wasn't? Well,
no, they tried to buy CFO out of their contract with whoever they're with, and the people shut them down, and that's why CFO is basically sitting in limbo under some other contract. WWE wanted to buy them out completely and bring them in house like Jim Johnson used to be.
For some reason, I thought CFO was in house. I never looked deep into it, but for some reason I just assumed they were in house. So, but yeah, I mean they're still the same but different. I really like Cesaro and Bailey's themes, so I like Seth Rollins' new theme. They have similar stuff to them, but it makes sense for Seth. So. This right now, I'm going to put a marquee stamp on it. This is a candidate for match of the year for WWE. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but my opinion, this is one of the best. This is definitely the best match I've seen out of the WWE without a crowd. But I think it's one of the best matches I've seen in WWE, period, this year.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good, but I didn't see what you saw.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was about one of the best things I'd seen out of WWE so far this year. I can't even pinpoint any other match so far that would be up there for match of the year. But Got a ways to go yet, though, in 2020. And finally, the men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder matches. Only went 22 minutes.
I loved it.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
It was entertaining.
I loved it.
Yeah, it came on at like 7:30 my time. I'm like, is this thing going 90 minutes or something? But no, they ended it early, like, because on the WWE Network schedule, it had the Undertaker thing going on at like 9:30 Central or something like that. So I was very surprised. I'm pretty sure those show Central Time for me based on my login or based on my account, but maybe I have to double check that and see if they were Eastern Time.
The show ended around 9:22.
Like 9:20 something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 2:20, 2:22 or 2:23. Because I actually later that Sunday night I pulled up and rewatched the Money in the Bank match because I wanted to see if there were anything I missed or from the first time. What were some of your favorite moments of the Money in the Bank?
Oscar jumping off the deck, jumping on everybody initially.
That was the obviously we're kayfabe in here, but that was the world's longest elevator ride for Oscar. And all it took her was like the third floor.
I would say that and Otis putting the bench on AJ. I mean, putting the bar on AJ. I want to know
how he got out of that.
Kayfabe.
I was happy he pied John Laurinaitis.
Oh, that white suit. I wonder if that suit gets put on display at Access with all the blueberry stains on it. That'd be kind of a cool thing to display.
The food fight on Paul Heyman, when they threw the food at Paul Heyman, I died.
Heyman's face was great.
Otis
was covered in rice.
Otis nailed him with pasta salad.
But did you peep how when once Nia doesn't back down from any man, when she saw Otis, no way. No,
I think one of the funniest moments of that match was when Baszler choked out Mysterio.
Yeah. And
yes.
And didn't Otis and Nia double splash him too?
Oh, I think they just kind of stared each other down and went their separate ways.
I thought
Otis was
splashed.
Otis was eating. Otis was eating, and Nia said, "Nah, I'm good," and they walked away.
Yeah, I don't remember the splash. It might have happened. I just don't remember.
Before that, when Carmella nailed Dana with the poster, and Dana comes barging into Paul Heyman, still with the thing around her neck. That was tremendous.
They made her look like the dumbest human being on the planet during that match. She did so many stupid things.
Going for the fake briefcase in the Money in the Bank conference room, and then splicing Stephanie into the scene even though she wasn't there.
Yeah, it was so obvious she wasn't
there. It was like what the camera on Stephanie was such poor quality compared to the regular camera.
Hold on, y'all missed one.
No, we're not going in order, so.
Oh, okay.
So just bring up.
We're bouncing the fuck around right now.
So you remember when they was in the bathroom, and Bruce Pritchard talking about "I love you"
and that horrible looking doink.
I thought that was supposed to be doink, or was that Frank?
That was supposed to be doink.
That was terrible.
It did not look good.
That was trash. I like the overall thing I liked about was the production quality. You know what I mean? They actually thought about this, and they all actually scripted this very, very well.
I think
that's one thing I can say about this COVID thing. The fact that we don't have the audience in the arenas, like the Boneyard match, the Firefly Funhouse, and both of the Money in the Bank ladder matches, they've been good.
Yeah, and they wouldn't be able to do this in front of a live audience because they always fall flat.
Exactly, because you saw what happened.
They've tried it before.
What was it? Was it
Orton and Wyatt?
Orton and Wyatt, or it was something else too.
The Wyatt Hardy one worked. The Wyatt and Hardy one worked though. But the live crowd. They didn't even show that to the live crowd.
Really?
No, that was they did something else for the live crowd. while everybody at home watched Hardy and Wyatt.
Oh, I'd have been pissed.
Yeah, I would have been pissed too if I didn't get to see the fucking match. But
Steamboat Savage.
I got Mean Gene interviewing Bobby and Andre. Now we're back to the ring. Of course, Hogan.
Bobby Heenan is the best dressed man in the WWF.
Steamboat Savage. What a fucking classic. I liked I thought it was funny when they got the mock ring coming off the elevator on one of the floors and Daniel Bryan doing the yes kicks and Otis is going yes yeah,
hilarious.
And Brian's
like, here's a couple for you too, fat boy.
That
I enjoyed it overall.
It was fun.
It was fun.
What's this doctor?
I think the only part of the match that wasn't fun was Michael Cole's panned-ass commentary.
Oh my God, he was like that voiceover shit at the beginning, and especially at
it
the
was
end.
WWE 2K bad.
Oh yeah, I said PS2.
That's how bad the commentary was. It was Cole was doing 2K commentary.
Yeah, I said PS2 commentary. That's
wow.
That's how.
There was some PS2 commentary better than what 2K puts out right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I said.
Man.
Wow. No, I'm not mad you said it.
Going back to WrestleMania 3, why was the doctor wearing no shirt with his coat? That was a little odd.
Creator wrestler number 4.
George the Animal Steel stealing Miss Elizabeth.
Oh,
it was Elizabeth. Are they not showing this whole match?
They probably edited. They should.
Oh, they're just showing. No, they're showing shit leading up to.
I was gonna say I got Savage cutting a promo on my TV right now.
Me too.
I just got that now. Yeah.
I want to share something with both of you guys. The Pontiac Silverdome actually looks like it is actually a pile of rubble at this point.
Yeah, they tore the fucker down.
Yeah.
Shame, piece of wrestling history.
And what's weird is it's not even in Detroit. It's like maybe 2 hours
Pontiac.
outside of Detroit.
It's in Pontiac.
Yeah, but a lot of arenas do that. Like
it's cheaper.
Freaking the WrestleMania in Dallas wasn't in Dallas.
No, everybody knows that Dallas.
Yeah,
they
play Fort Worth. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like they hardly ever are. They're hardly ever where they really say they are.
But it's right next to Dallas, though. I lived there. Like that shit is 2 hours away from Detroit. Like really.
Calm down.
That's why listen. I'm not a Redskins fan because they don't play football in Washington.
Well, it's not like the Silverdome was known for football either.
It was known for Barry Sanders. That's it.
That's about it. And he quit early.
I would have too.
Ouch.
AJ Styles getting intimidated by a poster of The Undertaker and then the room. I thought that was pretty cool. Is this not over?
No. I'll mention something to you when we talk about Raw.
I wonder if because he was sitting there eating popcorn on Raw.
No. Did you notice what he had?
The fucking camera shook when he threw the fucking popcorn at the screen. Enough of the camera shit done.
I wonder, because AJ Styles would be a good person to have that swan song with, because AJ could get a good actual match Undertaker.
I guess they could face off at SummerSlam if they wanted to. But
yeah.
Did you notice what he had on?
I forget.
Who?
AJ
he had a Taker shirt on, and he had the black and purple gear on, a la 91? 93 Taker.
94.
Oh, yeah, because 91 was just all black kind of.
Gray.
Mm-hmm.
He brought back the purple gloves when he went against the Imposter Taker.
Yep. That was out the Yokozuna in the casket match at the Rumble, right?
Yep. Okay. Barrett at the Rumble came back at SummerSlam to face the Imposter Taker.
Yeah.
What was with Vince and Imposters during the 90s?
Hey, that Imposter was well done, though. That was a lot better one than
Fake Razor.
Exactly.
Are you talking about Isaac
Fake Razor
Yankum,
and Fake Diesel?
Isaac Yankum Diesel?
Yeah. Who was Fake Razor?
thought that was Chris Canyon. It
No.
looked like him.
He's too young.
I can't even remember who it was. It was definitely not Canyon.
Yeah, Canyon's too young.
Canyon was in better shape than that guy.
That too. Okay, now I was going to look who the fake Razor is. I want to see when Chris Canyon debuted. Who better than Canyon? Canyon debuted in 92.
Ah, okay.
Rick Bognar, I don't think he did anything else.
He works at Walmart right now.
He really didn't do much else. He just died last year.
Really?
I think I remember seeing that headline. I mean, he worked in ECW, a couple of smaller promotions. Then he was in WWE from September of '96 until January of '97. Then went to AAA, USWA. He bounced around. He never really amounted to anything. Fake Razor was the pinnacle of his career.
Oh yeah.
And what a pinnacle that was.
Probably made a couple $.
Anybody else cringe when Dana Brooke slipped on the wet floor? That looked like she did fucking hit her head off that floor.
Yeah.
I didn't cringe because I saw it coming. As soon as I saw somebody mopping the floor, I'm like, oh, someone's biting the
Well,
dust.
yeah, but it looked like she legit bounced her head off the floor.
Yeah, it messed her up. Like, yeah, she sold that one.
Yeah, either she sold it well or she fucked herself up. Best part of the match, AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan stumbling into Vince's office. My favorite part of the match.
Hilarious.
My favorite part of the match is when they had to turn around, when AJ told Daniel, turn around, let's put the chairs back.
My favorite part of that was when Daniel said, "You the one that told him to check straight. You the one that told me to straighten up the chairs."
That was so funny. And the rumors were confirmed that there is a T-Rex head on the wall of Vince's office. Have we ever seen Vince's office before, or was that always a myth?
No, we've seen it before.
I thought we had.
The Kurt Angle documentary.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to see it again with The Undertaker, looking at some previews.
Did anybody notice besides me that Vince was in dad jeans?
I did not look.
Yeah, Vince was in dad jeans. And he made sure he had his Pureel's hand sanitizer.
He squirted that. He squirted the fuck out of that bottle, man. You don't need that much, Vince.
He's old. He can't catch COVID.
Of course, he's writing in a legal pad.
Well, you can't afford to catch COVID. It's more like it.
Yeah, people think he doesn't look good to begin with right now.
Because he doesn't.
Nah, Vince is starting to look very, very old.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely looking his age.
His voice ain't there either, like when he did the Triple H and Shawn Michaels thing.
Yeah, Botox ain't working no more, brother.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's not on TV.
He'll have to get a Lawler's guy.
Yeah. That's why Vince ain't on TV as much anymore. He doesn't want to be on TV showing him aging. So
he sit his ass down somewhere.
Anybody make any sense out of Asuka and Baron Corbin fighting on the ladder?
No.
It's Corbin being an idiot. If Corbin would have just left Asuka alone, he would have won.
True, because Asuka is the one saying, no, get out of here, and knocked him off. Asuka wins. Little did she know what was going to be in that briefcase the next night. We'll get there in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, who picked Asuka? No, did you, Darryl?
You damn fucking right I did.
I know Matt picked Shayna. I didn't realize you picked Asuka too.
Yeah, I actually called Asuka before. I actually called Asuka right before you made your selection, sir. Cheers.
What?
I was happy.
Yeah. Well, Matt said it on the podcast. My thoughts would, if what I had said became true, Matt would have been happy. So,
well, we all know who's going to take that title off of Asuka anyway.
Oh, the okay.
I hope they let her hold her for a while.
I'm with you, but I don't think they will.
You think Kyrie's turning on her?
Fuck no.
I think
they're going to eventually put it on Baszler.
Well, yeah. But I think before that, I think Kyrie's going to maybe turn on her. And I think it's Baszler or Asuka at SummerSlam. They're going to put it on. I don't know, man. Asuka's been like the MVP of this COVID era. They might keep it on Asuka for a while, and they should. I mean, you had her hold that thing for what 600 days, dearly for NXT.
Mm-hmm.
She deserves a goddamn lengthy. Is this her second world title?
Yes.
It's their first Raw title. She's
now. She has been SmackDown.
She's everything now.
Yeah, she's a Triple Crown.
Grand Slam.
Yeah, yep, there it is. First
and money in the Bailey.
Royal Rumble.
Is it Bailey?
Plus Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Bailey was the first. Yeah.
But you can also count the Royal Rumble winner and Money in the Bank winner on Asuka too. But Asuka's literally done everything.
Yeah.
Like the Raw Women's title was the last thing.
Hold up, I thought Bliss did both everything too.
Bliss was never the NXT champion.
There it is. Gotcha.
Yep. Asuka held the SmackDown Women's Championship for 99 recognized days. 100 days total, 99 recognized, whatever that means. Oh, SmackDown. Probably when it was SmackDown. No, SmackDown was live in 2019, so I don't know why it says 100 days with only 99 recognized, but so that SmackDown Women, that was her only other world title, right?
NXT.
Yeah, I guess you count NXT now, but
NXT's counting now.
WWE isn't counting it. I don't know the numbers, but
not really, because they actually mentioned that Bailey was the first Grand Slam winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now there's
two.
Bailey didn't win no Rumble though.
That remains.
Sasha about to get that Grand Slam at SummerSlam.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So
rest in peace to Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black getting thrown off the kayfabe roof. Except you could hear him landing on the tarp below, but
it was literally
the worst.
Rey Mysterio
bad.
Rey Mysterio had a bad. This is the worst.
It was so bad.
Perfect.
And that terrible thud after they were tossed off. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I swear it was the same shitty thud that they used when Corbin knocked Elias off the tower at the Performance Center. I swear it was the exact same thud sound effect.
I'm sure it was.
Just terrible.
But
I'm so glad that Elias took a trip all the way to WWE headquarters just to hit Baron Corbin in the back with the guitar.
Hey, man.
I'm here for it.
He did. Wow. Too close to George the Animal Steel's back there, cameraman. All of a sudden, I saw a shag carpet standing up there in the corner of my eye.
Wow.
Rey Mysterio's had a shitty 24 hours, hasn't he?
Hey, dude, he's making money. He's all right.
Been thrown off the roof, mutilated.
Yeah.
How'd you like the ending? Styles and Corbin fighting over the case.
I didn't like it.
First of all, here's my question. How do you have on gloves? Not just regular gloves, but football gloves with a sticky inside, like outside, inside.
And you
drop a damn, yes.
I wonder how many times that was filmed.
That's what I saw that on Twitter.
To get that spot correctly. I really wonder.
He did that so perfectly, though.
Yeah, but I think it was done several times to get it.
There's a reason why it looked perfect.
It was
right.
But no, I'm having a real issue lately with the person who unhooks something in a ladder match isn't the automatic winner. I'm really getting tired of that because they did it at WrestleMania when they unhooked the tag titles.
Yeah,
but
and now they unhooked the Money in the Bank briefcase, and now it's like whoever it falls to. Like, no, that's not how the rules of these matches ever worked until now.
If you go back to Carmella, it was the same way with the brief. It's whoever has possession. It's always been whoever has possession of the briefcase. And nope, if you have two guys fighting over it, a la Brock and Roman Reigns doing tug of war with the title many years ago.
It was dumb, regardless.
Dumb.
Surprise is
really great match, really dumb finish.
Dumb.
Happy for Otis though. Dude's been getting a push, and
I'll be happy as long as they're cashing in on the tag titles.
Yeah.
If he's holding that for a universal title shot, I'm not overly thrilled.
Rumor
because
is
one, I don't think he's ready, and two, I think you're fucking Tucker over hardcore. If they do this, because he look, Tucker is not going to be a single star.
No.
You know, he needs Otis.
Otis can be a single.
Yeah, so I'm hoping they're gonna do what that Digital Spy article interview stated, and I'm hoping he's gonna cash in on the tag team titles, because if they're doing it for the Universal title, I'm not here for it.
God, look how fast Steamboat and Savage are moving. Oh my God. And fucking Hebner, man. Everybody's going
Dave or Earl.
Everybody's going a million miles an hour right now. Holy shit. I think Tucker could be a single. He's good on the mic, good in the ring. I think the right package, he could be a lower mid-card guy. I think he could stand alone as a singles, but yeah.
But I don't want you to build him up to be a lower mid-card guy. I want you, if you building somebody up and invest money in the bank,
I was talking about Tucker, not Otis.
Oh, okay.
No, I think Otis can be, and word is Vince is pretty high on him anyway. So, but yeah, I think the tag titles is where they're going with that, which is cool, because that's never been done. My immediate worry was like, oh, Ziggler's gonna screw him out of it and take it or something, or Mandy's gonna screw over Otis or something stupid. When I heard about the Digital Spy interview, I kind of felt a little better that there ain't going to be a screw job. But we'll see what Otis has to say on SmackDown Friday. So, but that was a shocker, though. Otis coming down with the case, wasn't it?
Yeah, I picked AJ. As soon as I saw AJ climb the ladder, I'm like, yeah, it was over.
AJ made a lot more sense too.
Exactly.
Sure,
but we obviously see where that's going.
Not Corbin for sure as hell.
I would have been fine with Corbin winning the title. Winning the Money in the Bank. I would have been fine.
Shut your mouth. No. Shut your mouth.
No.
Yes.
Good.
Do you see the words coming out of my mouth?
I do, and I'm saying yes. Shut your mouth.
You're finally on video now. No.
Damn it.
Thanks to everybody that voted in our poll. I flipped to Zoom at the right time. I don't know why I flipped to Zoom, because it's no commercial on the match, but I did right when double birds came flying.
Hey, what did I tell you earlier, Matt? Bobby and Gorilla.
Will you stop?
Will you stop? This is about the most evenly spread out vote on a pay-per-view in a while. 36.7% rated Money in the Bank an A, 30% rated her a B, 16.7 give it a C, 16.7 give it a D or F. So majority gave it an A.
The people that gave it a D or F are fucking stupid. I'm going to tell you to your face. Straight up, we got what we got. Like, dead serious. I'm looking at you, whoever you voted 16.7.
Well, let me
like dead serious.
Yeah,
like
I switched back to Zoom so I can see Darryl here.
Yeah, we got what we got based on the circumstances. So if you voted D or E, you're either trolling, you live in your grandmother's basement, or you never had sex a day in your stupid ass life.
Or all the above.
I enjoyed it. I simply enjoy it. And I'm the hardest critic on WWE out of everybody.
I don't know if it was people pissed that Otis won or what.
I mean, I'm not mad. You know what? I'm not mad that he won. I just wanted to be entertained. And that's what it was. For the circumstances that we had with no audience, no major arena, no hoopla, we had to take what we got. And what we got, I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it, Matt. You enjoyed it, JB. Simple as that.
In my opinion, WWE rewarded the 2 MVPs of the Performance Center era right now.
Exactly.
Asuka's been the most entertaining thing on Raw, and Otis has been the most entertaining thing on SmackDown. And for once, WWE actually rewarded their talents for being entertaining.
Exactly.
So, look, as much as I'm not thrilled about the idea of a Otis Universal title cash-in, and I'm still hoping they go another way like the tag team thing, it made sense. The 2 people that won, it made sense as to why they did it.
If you voted 16.7 D or E, you deserve to put your head under the sheet, fart, and suffocate from the smell.
D or E?
Give yourself a Dutch oven, huh?
What's an E?
E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, C. Anything other than a B or A.
D's nuts.
Yeah.
My God.
Simple as that.
Darryl froze when he was seeing the alphabet.
Shit.
I had flashbacks to Vampire's Kiss. Anybody ever seen that movie?
Yeah, sure have.
Where Nicolas Cage recites Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage, reciting the alphabet in a crazy way.
I mean, but let's just be realistic. Like, we have Double or Nothing's next, right?
Week from Saturday is Saturday.
So if that, with that being said, we have to expect what we get. We have to expect the bare minimum. It is what it is at this point. We're in COVID. We're in quarantine. It's a pandemic outside. So whatever AEW, WWE, MLW, Impact give us, they're going to try their best to give us the best wrestling possible, the best production value possible, and we have to enjoy it. I'm not saying we have to enjoy it, but we have to keep an open mind of what we're going to see. Simple as that.
Yeah, speaking of Double or Nothing, is that a 4-way for the ladder? Because are they adding more than?
It's about a royal.
So it's gonna be more than 4.
It's a ladder match.
It's a ladder match, yeah. It's a casino ladder match.
But I thought it was like a battle royal style ladder match.
No.
Okay.
I've only heard them announce 2 people so far.
3.
Yeah, Darby, and who else?
I know Darby and Colt.
Orange Cassidy was announced today.
Oh, okay, cool. That's nice. I like that.
Orange tweeted today. Let me find it.
Is he gonna try really hard?
No.
In that match?
No, it's even
No,
the tweet.
the
tweet was even better. When they announced that Orange was going to be in the Casino Battle Royal, he retweets it and says, "I don't know what this is."
Oh my.
Yeah, I was wondering. Wikipedia has versus to be announced, so I didn't know if there's only going to be 4 people in the match or a bunch more.
I'm assuming 6 to 8 is my guess, but I don't know. I'm going to say 6 to 8.
Cody versus Lance for the TNT title. MJF, Jungle Boy, and John Brody. Let's jump to Dynamite. Too soon for John and Brody?
I think so, but
I've seen people say that.
But when you're not working with your full roster right now, you gotta make do with what you got. And I think this is one of those situations where they had to set something up and they didn't have enough time to do it, and they just like, fuck it, let's just do this.
So with that being said, who, if this wasn't going on, who would have been the obvious choice?
I don't know, but I mean, at the same token, if this would have been the plan, I think Brody would have been built in a different way leading up to this.
I would have had to be honest with you, I would have had Jericho again. A rematch. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, that probably would have been my first pick too. Go with the rematch with Jericho. Because now what's Jericho doing a Double or Nothing?
Commentating?
No, he's not.
Yes, please.
I'm being honest with you. I mean, like, what else what else is possible for him to do?
Well, they were supposed to be on tour by now, so that might be also part of the reason why Jericho's not in the picture, because originally he was supposed to be on tour. So
yeah, but he had every Wednesday booked off.
Yeah,
he did. I think I might buy a ticket to that Fozzy concert and go with you, Matt.
I got mine.
Yeah, I might go.
Mine got rescheduled for October.
That might be a birthday celebration for you, sir.
It's a celebration, bitches.
Celebration, child birthday.
Darkness.
Fuck your couch.
They should have never gave you. I'm not going to go there.
Please don't. Look, you're gonna have it. You're gonna be getting chased like the women chasing Matt last week.
Dynamite. Great opener, Janelle and Cody.
I thought Dynamite top to bottom was amazing last week.
Oh yeah. If it started feeling a little closer to normal, didn't it?
Surprisingly, my kid was like, he I guess so. I'll just say I'll give a little background story real quick. So I had to buy the kid, the oldest, an iPad because the virtual learning thing. So I actually gave him my old iPad and bought me and the wife 2 iPads.
As you would.
Needless to say, when I gave it to him, he's like, "Hey, Dad, I can watch your WWE Network all day." So I'm like, all right, cool. So Matt knows my kid's a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And so I
Your
had
kids
to
are awesome.
Yeah, I had to chastise him earlier today. So he's like, "Yeah, I want to watch The Masked Singer tomorrow, but wrestling comes on tomorrow also. But you know what? Last week wrestling was boring." I'm like, "Dude, are you serious?"
What?
I was like, "You don't know what you're watching yet." I'm like, "Dynamite was awesome. Like, it's the first time I actually watched him.
Yeah, I thought Dynamite was phenomenal last week.
It was.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it was great. Like, it's the first time I actually, how you put TV on and if it's not great,
Did he watch the street fight?
Yeah, he watched both, dude. Like, he watched that and NXT, and I was just like, yeah.
I can't see how him. And I've seen what he likes and what he doesn't like. Watching wrestling over at your house, I can't imagine that he would not have been enthralled by that street fight.
I listen.
That's crazy.
I'm still gradually bringing him in, dude. Like, I didn't think Steamboat Savage at age 6 was great. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But now, if I watch it now, like, it just went off. Like, I'm like, that's one of the greatest matches ever. You know what I mean?
I'll trust the process, Darryl.
Yeah, you got. Hey, let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers.
Stopped him in his tracks on that quote.
But like, seriously though, like, I'm actually happy because Georgia's opening back up that more talent like Joey Janela were able to travel to Georgia and put on
full commentary team now.
Exactly.
Well, they're in Jacksonville again. They're back at Daly's.
Yeah, they would.
That show was at Daly's place, man.
Really?
Yeah.
How did they?
They were connected to the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium. How did you not realize that?
The end with the big video screen.
Listen, I watch a lot of wrestling under the influence.
Smoke a lot of weed too, don't
Yes. No. The AEW's back at Daly's place. They were at Daly's place last week.
Yeah.
And the ending shot of the inner circle was them standing in front of the Jaguars Stadium.
With the inner circle logo on the big screen.
Inner circle logo on the big screen.
Okay. Gotcha. I remember now. Listen.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
No, I ain't no cocaine. No.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
No, I'm on my best Bob Marley impression.
We were just going off Chappelle. We were just
Fuck you, man. But you know what though, like, I'm just happy, like, wrestling, just like the rest of the world, is coming back gradually, slowly but surely.
Yeah. Like I said, this episode of Dynamite felt as closer to normal as it could be. So,
I just want to make sure I just want to make sure I go to Boston in August and go to LA next year.
Dude, I don't even know if SummerSlam's going to happen in Boston.
Well, from what my folks are telling me, we're going to probably be watching it at home.
Yeah.
Depends on who's open.
True.
Well, it ain't gonna be California. They're now stay at home until July.
Good.
And the problem is, I don't think that arena in LA is going to be ready in time for WrestleMania next year.
No, it will be. because they're trying. They said they actually made. I told you earlier. Like I keep my TV on NFL Network. That and the as they call it, the Death Star in Las Vegas will be done before the NFL season begins.
That thing, Jesus.
I can't wait. I'm going to both of them. I can't wait.
Nyla Rose squashed somebody. Kinsey Page.
How you feel about that, Matt?
Was fine.
That was random. Kinsey Page, who took on Nyla Rose, was only 18 years old.
Really?
And she got ran over by a truck.
MJF cutting a promo. He makes his in-ring return tonight on Dynamite. He's facing Jungle Boy at Double or Nothing. Moxley and Kazarian, that was pretty damn good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was fun. I don't know if it was Moxley or somebody in the crowd was commenting on Kazarian's tan. Dark Order beat up Moxley after that, and that's where we figure out, Brody Lee is going to challenge Mox for the title. And we already commented on that. Too soon, but hey. It's too soon, but also, you ain't going to get much of a build out of it either. You're wasting a feud with, you got, 2 Dynamites left until Double or Nothing?
Yeah.
It's like...
Is that Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Granted, Memorial Day weekend is going to be still stay-at-home weekend pretty much.
As long as you got a grill, you're fine.
Jake the Snake Roberts with Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper walking around in heels and cowboy boots with stirrups.
Yeah, because he can.
The 80s. Gotta love it.
Lance Archer took on QT Marshall. Went a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to go.
You have little faith in QT.
Yeah. Oh, just a honky-tonk man. Jake putting the snake on Brandy. How about that for some old memories, huh?
Yeah.
A little creepy.
I've always loved Jake Roberts.
The way Jake mounted Brandy was kind of creepy.
Yeah, that was the creepy part.
Yeah.
Calm down, old man.
Hey. If I had the chance, never mind. Wait.
Wow.
Dynamite this week. Brody Lee, Christopher Daniels, MJF in action.
Which is a match I'm sure they wanted to do weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Express taking on Best Friends.
I wouldn't have been surprised if that was supposed to be for Double or Nothing.
Yeah, they would have had another direction in mind for Mox.
Yeah, like I said, Jericho was not going to be in the picture, so that's probably why he hasn't really been doing much outside. And they got thrown into a couple of tags lately, and great tag match at the end of this one. Also, so with the Jungle Express, Jungle Express. Jurassic Express. It's 2-on-2. Marco will not be wrestling, and Orange Cassidy will also be with the Best Friends. Fatal 4-way for the women. Winner of that is possibly getting a title shot.
Yeah, that's a number one contenders match. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Hikaru Shida, Penelope Ford, Britt Baker, Chris Statlander. Chris Jericho will be in action against Pineapple Pete. Great feud there, huh?
I can't wait for that match.
Pineapple Pete.
Santana and Ortiz take on Omega and Hardy.
Omega and Hardy need their win back, so that's how they're going to get it.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy needs a pinfall victory in AEW.
How great was that street fight?
Dude, it was amazing.
God.
It was amazing.
Oh my God.
Was it good selling by Sammy, or did he legit get fucking nailed by that cart?
He launched himself into it.
It looked
it was incredible.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The comparison of the way Sammy has sold since he's been in AEW reminds me so much of Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels. He sells so well.
Yeah.
Did you see the title of his vlog that came out on YouTube today?
No, I've never seen Sammy's vlog.
Dude, you're missing out. You're so missing. It's hilarious.
Yeah, his vlog's pretty good. I haven't watched it in about a month or so, but
the title is literally "I got hit by a golf cart."
Yeah, that's what happened.
I think Sammy Guevara he's working his way up to be my favorite wrestler at AEW right now.
Oh my!
It was great how Hardy got thrown into the ice cooler and then came out as Damascus.
Oh my God!
He had a little trouble getting that golf cart going, but once he got it fired up, look out!
The one
These
thing I love about AEW
must be documented.
It's on live TV, Matt. They are documented. And then we got probably one of the greatest wrestling memes of the year: Sammy getting chased down by the golf cart, Kenny Omega hanging out the side, pointing at Sammy.
It was amazing.
Oh my God!
It was amazing.
Have you seen the one with Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No.
No. It's literally Tekashi 6ix9ine's face on Sammy's body and Kenny Omega chasing him in the golf cart.
I don't know how that guy has been offed yet.
No comment.
Then the dumbass was showing his shit off and showed where he lived, so they got to relocate him.
No comment.
I'm still surprised he's alive.
No comment.
Times 3.
Yeah.
And fuck Joe Koff while we're at it.
I was saving that for later.
Too bad. I stole your gimmick, bitch.
But I appreciate you.
Do ya?
Do ya? I can do that too. What?
How
about that fucking moonsault by Omega? That was fucking crazy.
Dude, AEW, I would say this, since the pandemic has occurred and they have been limited with the crowds and everything, the creativity has hit the roof. Like they have actually, it seems like we all sat down and just said, okay, what are we going to do to make it creative now? Like, what are we going to do? The creativity's been great.
Now, and for the most part, all their shows still feel important.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whereas a lot of WWE shows have felt like throwaway shows until like the last couple.
But think about it. AEW just started last year. So you think
October.
about it, they have to be ahead of the game. And the creativity, like, it's pretty much everybody, they don't shut down anybody's ideas. It's funny. It's entertainment. You can literally call AEW AEE because it's pure entertainment.
Get the W out.
I like the wrestling part.
That's good shit, pal.
I'll say this: if they exceed my expectations.
They do. The only thing I didn't like on this match, a small nitpick thing, is like, all right, it's no DQ. The inner circle's got 5 guys. Why were the Bucks not around? At least they knew Hager and Santana and Ortiz were going to get involved eventually.
Because the Bucks still aren't traveling.
I'm talking kayfabe here. How about somebody help the guys? Somebody help these guys out, for the love of God.
Let me ask you this though: with LA being shut down for 3 more months, does that hinder the Bucks from future TV shows and pay-per-views? We already know they're going to be a Double or Nothing.
I mean, they don't live in LA.
I mean, they're on the outskirts. My sister doesn't live in LA. She lives in the outskirts.
But I mean, look, if they wanted to fly, they could fly. They're just choosing not to right now due to they're looking out for their family.
Yeah. I mean, I get this.
So I mean, there's because SCU came in this week.
Yeah.
So I mean, and they're essentially in the same area. So I mean, if the Bucks wanted to come right now, they could. They're just choosing not to, and Tony Khan's, accommodating anybody that doesn't feel safe about traveling right now.
Gee, that sounds like another boss that isn't doing that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
But do you think that means they show up for Double or Nothing, or not?
They're doing a lot of promotion for the Revival on BTE, so I feel like they have to, because I feel like we're gonna see the Revolt or whatever you want to call them at Double or Nothing.
Dick Hardwood.
Dick Hardwood.
It's not Dick Hardwood.
Yes.
The debut of Dick. I forgot to watch BTE, so I will. When we get done recording, I'll probably do.
BTE was another amazing week this week.
I'll probably do BTE and some Superpower.
Did you guys not see BTE this week? Neither of you?
I haven't had a chance, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
There's some good shit on BTE this week.
Yeah, I'll catch.
Like I said, there's another Revolt tease, and there's another episode of Hangman Page. Doing stuff.
Cooking.
I don't know. It's a different title. I don't want to give it away.
Oh, it's like okay.
But he does something else this week, and it's fucking great.
I seen the preview when I was watching something early on YouTube, so yeah, I ain't saying too much.
So that was it for AEW. A damn good show. It felt more like normal, which is what we needed. Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank, live from the Performance Center. Becky Lynch came out holding the Money in the Bank beef. Now, earlier on they said she has a major announcement. I immediately said pregnant. Got that one right. Seriously, the moment with her and Asuka was tremendous, wasn't it?
I liked it. It was no kayfabe. It was just straight up human.
And I don't think Asuka knew. So
yeah, I don't think she did either.
I don't think she did. I don't think anybody knew.
Yeah,
except for the heads.
That was real emotional. I kind of was half joking, but at the same time,
No, I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that she was pregnant.
It's like, yeah,
big
announcement. I think people were just assuming too.
Seth Rollins, you are the father.
I'm happy for him, man.
You look so happy about it.
Wow, Seth was great this week. Just
tell me this week he didn't look like CM Punk.
I don't know about that, but
with the hair down, the beard.
I was getting a lot of early drunk Hangman Page vibes off of him.
Negative.
I don't know what I wasn't
positive.
Really I don't know what I was getting, but I was like, this is some good shit, pal. All right, kids. God, get you guys cameras for the first time. And
say it to my face, bitch.
Okay, Alex. We got Alex Riley over here. Say it to my face.
Testify.
Matt and I met Alex Riley in LA.
Yeah, weren't you the one that asked him if he ever played with himself before?
Wait a minute.
No, that wasn't me.
I'm almost positive it was you.
What was that from?
You were asking if he played himself in the video game before, but you worded it wrong.
And I put,
have you played with yourself yet?
You played.
The entire room just started laughing.
Sir.
I might have put it that way on purpose, knowing me.
Sir.
Look at that.
Say it to my face.
Dick Hardwood.
No.
We got to come up with a name for Cash Wheeler now.
God, I already see the wheels turning.
Yeah, give me a minute.
There's nothing good. I mean, Dick Hardwood was the obvious there.
You got Dick Hardwood and Ass Healer. There you go.
Ass Healer.
Wow. Y'all gonna have the revival beat my ass when they see me.
Yep.
They're gonna beat your ass like they beat that dude I used to work with when he tackled Bret Hart.
I watched that again recently.
That dude went off the rails.
You think?
That was a conversation for the ages.
I never, and like he disappeared. Like I don't think he showed up for his court date, and I don't know. I never heard anything after that. So
you don't want to hear anything. Leave it be. Leave it be.
So in the briefcase was the WWE Raw Women's Championship, relinquishing it to Asuka. Asuka looking all shocked, and then Becky dropped it on us. And tremendous moment.
Yeah.
Everybody, Becky trying to get interviewed backstage, but everybody then gave her all hugs. And so it's pretty good.
Listen, man, that's a blessing. That's so much a blessing when you have a kid and bring somebody in this world. Now I will say this. I've had a conversation earlier that someone asked me, do you think she'll come back, or do you on a regular schedule, or do you think she'll come back on an optional schedule? And I wanted to ask both of you the same thing.
I mean, when have we had someone leave because they were pregnant that was full time? Brie was not really. The Bellas were kind of getting phased out when Brie was with Birdie.
Exactly.
We have not really seen a major star get pregnant, especially at the pinnacle of what Becky Lynch is at. Longest reigning longest reigning Raw Women's Champion. Almost a year. I don't think she quite hit a year, did she?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking another champion.
Yeah, she did.
Maybe I'm thinking of Adam Cole. He's close to a year. Becky eclipsed a year. Adam Cole is close to a year right now. I can't think of it ever happening, because if it did happen, it was like, I think like a Jackie Gata. She wasn't a big player. You know what I mean?
Right.
There hasn't been anybody that's been a big player. How about Shayna Baszler's comments towards Natalya on this whole pregnancy? Woo,
I loved it.
I loved it too. She gave no fucks.
I loved it. Shayna Baszler said FTW.
Yeah.
You're flipping off now, bitch.
JB.
You. Oh, me? What did I do?
I don't know. I didn't get to flip you off yet.
Lashley and Carrillo.
Flipping off to flip off.
Yeah. Lashley and Carrillo.
What a jerk that Darryl is.
He is a jerk. No DQ match as we continue to push Bobby Lashley. MVP giving him a pep talk before or after that, but I liked it when MVP walked by Lana. Said, "You're old news now," and then she just screams into the camera.
How long did she sign her contract for?
Well, Matt's thinking for the 5-year deal.
5 years. That's what they were signing everybody up for.
Jesus Christ.
If I'm WWE, I'd have just let her go.
It's not
like what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do elsewhere?
They won't let her go off the strength. If Rusev signs with AEW, it's a wrap. They gonna hold her hostage.
Yeah, no, that much is true.
But Aiden English can go with Rusev. So
True.
when you saw the
but I'm sorry to cut you off, but Aiden English ain't got what she got.
duh. Naomi, yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
When you saw that the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders were going to play basketball, what was your immediate thought?
White man can't jump.
Why the fuck not? Is what I said.
Mine was, this is going to be the drizzling shits. It actually, it wasn't, to my surprise.
I was optimistic because I know that Ray can actually play ball.
I thought it was funny.
Oh well,
it was hilarious.
Yeah, the actual,
it was
but
hilarious.
when I first heard it, when they first promoted it on Raw, I'm like, oh fuck.
I've seen much worse.
Oh, once it happened,
segments from WWE nowadays.
Well, once it happened, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
It was fun.
The montage of Ivar draining all those shots, I got flashbacks to Mr. Perfect's basketball vignette.
That's exactly what it reminded me of.
I did.
No, it was a good segment. But when they announced it, I'm like, what? I mean, we had these guys doing karaoke a couple weeks ago. Now we're doing this. But this worked.
Yes, it's much better than the karaoke.
Well, the karaoke did not work. Asuka interviewed by Charlie Caruso. Kyrie shows up to celebrate. She finds out that Asuka is the champion. Poor Akira Tozawa jobbing out to Angel Garza. Yeah,
Fucker can't lose a match on NXT, but he's sure as fuck jobbing on Raw every week.
Man.
Which makes NXT look really shitty, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I hate the
I don't
fact
know why
he's not losing a match in the Cruiserweight tournament, but he's there on Raw jobbing out every Monday fucking night.
You know better than that. Vince doesn't value NXT on his major show.
All I'm saying is it makes NXT look bad. If he's on Wednesday night every week winning all his matches, but he can't win a match to save his life on Monday, it makes the talent in NXT look lower than the talent on Monday.
And I've been saying it for the entire
right now.
I've been saying it for the entire time that tournament's been going on.
Look at Bobby Roode. That's all I'm gonna say.
Where's
Bobby Roode's sitting at home like a smart guy.
But I
think he's stuck in Canada.
But remember when Bobby Roode was in NXT, he was one of the major players. He lost a lot as soon as he got on SmackDown.
A lot of people lost a lot.
He should be a good guy.
I feel you, but at the same time, that's how Vince values the NXT talent. You know this already, bro.
I'm just saying, look, I'm saying it's even more visible now when they're on both shows. It's not like Rude was on NXT and and then on SmackDown at the same time. I mean, they weren't doing that.
I feel you, but
one guy's in a tournament for a championship right now.
I feel both of y'all, but at the same time, common sense ain't common in WWE.
Drew McIntyre, Andrade, they had a good little match there. Moment of bliss with finally the goddamn return of the Iconics. Why the hell have they not been used? Is beyond me. I saw someone comment on Facebook. It's because they're in Australia. No, dumbass. They live in Florida. I'm like, it's still real to me, damn it. Yeah, so why the hell have they not been using the Iconics is beyond me, but they got to win. They're probably going to go for the tag titles at Backlash, so I guess.
Yeah, they announce the title matches next week.
Oh, next week?
Yep.
Probably be a non-finish.
I think they win it.
Probably non-finish, and
I'm sure WWE's less than thrilled with Alexa Bliss's little bitch fit on social media Sunday night. So I wouldn't be surprised if
what happened there?
If they do it.
I missed that. What happened?
They do the change. She was whining about the 4 horsewomen again.
Wow.
I'd like to announce that the Reverend Slick is on TV right now.
Oh yeah, I got.
I don't know. I looked over and I see Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They're
the Reverend Slick.
Job sold, bro.
We got Sheiky. Yeah, you cheap son bitch.
I love the Reverend
I'll
Slick.
break Darryl's back and make him humble.
Make him humble, that bitch.
First of all, I'm not a bitch, and my back's already fucked up. There it is.
My back's fucked up too. What about it?
My neck, my back.
We don't have any women in this chat right now, bro.
Yeah. Anybody answer that question? Where the hell the Iconics were?
Honestly, I looked on social media. They've been posting a lot of things lately.
Oh, yeah.
As far as them getting TV time, I don't know. Like it's been very confusing for me.
They're there.
That's all I can say.
They're there.
Ho!
That was a very terrible thing to say about the Iconics. I hope all the women's groups come after you. Every single last one of them.
I love the Iconics.
You son of a bitch. How dare you call them that?
Whoa, people throwing shit in the ring. They don't like them foreigners.
How dare
you? USA!
So disappointed in you, Darryl.
Who?
Oh.
You.
I like the Iconics.
Well,
you just called them hoes.
Remember when Duggan called?
I was talking about Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Excuses.
Matt's trying to
talking about the Iconics, and all of a sudden you yelled hoes.
Matt's trying to bury Darryl like Darryl buried Matt last week. That's what's happening.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
I loved it when Duggan called Lita a hoe on what was it Raw way back when.
Yeah, it's the Killer Bees. Wow.
Storm.
Jumping Jim Brazil. Lord have mercy.
R-Truth, Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, and Pretty Ricky. Truth, man.
Oh my God. Why? Just why?
On Pretty Ricky?
Why? Just why?
I got nothing.
I laughed.
Ask the question, why?
Do you have to ask why with R-Truth?
No, just why?
Truth Alexander Ricochet took on MVP Vink and Thorne.
Wow.
Need a name for Alexander and Ricochet.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. Bobby Lashley came out, beat the shit out of Truth. MVP says, let's go have a walk. Jinder Mahal, interviewed by Charlie Caruso, saying he is going to make a new path and his journey will be a hero's journey. Don't know what that means. Babyface, maybe.
I like Jinder.
I think we're going to have a Jinder Drew match somewhere down the line. Maybe. I think Jinder ain't going to win, but we're going to have that match. I don't know if it's going to be. Well, Drew doesn't have anything for Backlash, does he? Because he was just.
He got Corbin next week, so we'll see how that pans out.
The wild card rule returns. Oh, Matt, you said you had something to say about that.
I don't have an issue with it. They need star power on their shows right now. Yeah. And if everybody's fucking down there to get record television, you might as well fucking use them.
Yeah, the situation does kind of warrant it.
You can split the rosters hard again after all this is done, but for right now, you don't need to be worrying about those lines.
Have another draft.
Get the star power on the fucking shows.
I thought KO lived in Florida though.
Who?
KO.
KO's got an ankle injury.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got hurt at Mania.
Yeah, he's out for a little while. Shayna Baszler interviewed by Charlie Caruso, and Baszler says Lynch is stupid for getting knocked up while she's the champion. Imagine the man being barefoot on the couch eating bonbons and asked, "Do you know who the father is?" I rest my case. Shayna Baszler is
that's what boggled the mind right there for me.
What?
The fact that she's talking about Seth.
Oh, because I don't know if it's because of the state he was in all night. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could take from it, but
it was hilarious though. It was great.
I enjoyed it.
Then we got Rollins and Murphy taking on Ray and Black. Ray getting the corner of the steel steps through the eyeball. Like I said, Ray's had a rough 24 hours. Seth was in like a trance up until Ray had ran into him, and then shit went off the rails. The DQ was so stupid. Like, that was not a DQ worthy moment. I've seen worse in tag matches in WWE. The whole DQ at that point was so stupid to me. I don't know.
Yeah, the DQ didn't make any sense.
Not at all.
But Rollins has been great with his gimmick and took it up a notch tonight, I think, or last night, or whatever night we're on. Buck.
You all right?
Buck.
Fuck indeed.
And then then we got some basketball between the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. It was 74-2. But the Viking Raiders were playing possum.
No.
And then Ivar went Mr. Perfect on everybody.
No.
Somebody goes, oh, somebody made the joke, oh, Vince's going to start the XBA now.
No.
It's a shame that the XFL...
Moving on.
It's a shame that the XFL had to fold, though, with this shit.
No.
It was decent product.
No.
Natty and Shayna went all of 4 minutes. That was a weird temper tantrum that Natty threw at the end of that match. Or after that match. It was like an Alexa Bliss temper tantrum when she'd lose, and she'd just flail her arms and legs while she's laying on the mat. Final segment of the evening, Edge, Randy Orton. Good stuff. I thought it was a good ending. Ended with Orton challenging Edge to an actual wrestling match at Backlash. Edge did not answer, but we all know what the answer is. Did you guys like the end?
It was cool for what it was. I mean, the anticipation with the build up, it did nothing for me, but I get it.
I thought it was whatever. I don't like the idea of Edge being afraid to wrestle somebody.
Right.
After what he went through at WrestleMania, that 40-minute street fight, like now you're worried about a wrestling match. I thought it was dumb.
With that being said, also with the matches that we've seen Edge in with Mick Foley and Undertaker, nah, I'm good.
So clearly, I think Orton's going to win this, and we're going to have a tiebreaker at SummerSlam.
I hope not.
Please no.
I'm good.
Edge needs to win this and move on.
Yeah, Edge has to move
on. I'm thinking Orton's winning it. NXT, we had Gargano and Dijakovic. Pretty good match there. Gargano obviously getting the push now as a heel. Hey, Akira Tozawa, he's 2-0 in the Cruiserweight tournament.
Move on.
So stupid. So stupid. Chelsea Green got a quick win over Xia Li. It looks like Robert Stone might be adding another woman to the brand with Matt's favorite wrestler, Aaliyah.
You see the excitement in his face.
Oh my God, yes. It is tremendous. I mean, I'm all for wrestling managers, so the more the more the more we get from him, the better. How about that fucking entrance of Karrion Kross?
I'm here for it.
That was badass. That was some badass shit. Io Shirai took on Charlotte Flair for the title. Io wins by DQ when Charlotte hits her with a kendo stick. I don't know what the point of that was, but we'll see. Kushida beats Jake Atlas in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. So Kushida 2-0, Jake Atlas 1-1. Cole and Dream for the NXT title. I felt there might have been a switch. Are you guys surprised Cole didn't win?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like the finish. I thought it was lame.
Me too.
Yeah. Dexter Lumis coming out from under the ring with that creepy crawl was quite the interesting thing. All right, let's run through some headlines here before we wrap things up. No show or no brackets to cover, so we just got headlines is all. No surprise, everything going on with COVID. Best of Super Juniors has been canceled, unfortunately. But I mean, that's the world we're living in right now. So, has either one of you caught the Revolt on Taka's Jericho?
Yeah, it was
not
good.
yet. I was saving it. For the weekend.
Well, you'll enjoy it. It was good. I won't spoil anything, but yeah.
Okay.
We can talk about it. We'll talk about it next week.
Word.
The Pot of Thunder. Tony Khan tweeted that he has tested negative for COVID, as of all the wrestlers and staff, taking precautions, and that was ahead of the show at Daly's place. So obviously, with anybody, everybody's taking the proper precautions. Last week's WWE on FS1 leading up to Backstage, pulling in a couple 100,000. It's kind of weird. You had Flair's best matches, Edge's best WrestleMania matches, Lesnar's most dominant matches, and Roman Reigns' best matches. Brock Lesnar had the biggest audience out of all those. That was weird.
Not really. It's Fox Sports.
Yeah,
people remember him as the UFC guy. That's not really surprising.
Speaking of UFC, did you guys watch UFC?
Sure did.
Did not.
Tony Ferguson got the bejesus beat out of him.
You're being kind. He got the dog shit beat out of him.
Oof. That dude's got a fucking chin, though. Oof. Quick numbers. WWE Backstage. Only 75,000 viewers with Rey Mysterio last week. Wednesday Night Wars, AEW wins 732 to 663, but both saw increases. Total Bellas drops to the lowest audience of the season, 415,000. Sad face. SmackDown jumped back over 2 million after dropping below for a week. A hair over 2 million, 2,040,000. Monday Night Raw saw an increase, a huge increase from the week before. 1.91 million up from 1.68 million. So adding Orton and Edge did do a little better, but still not par for the course.
I think a lot of people wanted to tune in to hear Becky's announcement too.
Yeah,
I'm sure that helped.
Rafe, let's see, that's some old news. Skipping some of this news. Oh, hey, Triple H got a little richer. Sold 23.
So did Stephanie.
So did Stephanie. Triple H sold 23,255 shares of stock at $43.80. So he made a little over $1 million.
Sheesh.
Don't you wish you sold when it was over 100?
Oh, damn.
It's weird how people are jumping off of the stock right now. Like Kevin Dunn wasn't it Kevin Dunn just did that?
Yeah.
Stephanie sold the exact same amount of shares, oddly enough. MLW has announced that Fight TV is going to stream their pay-per-views as well. So there's in addition to cable, another avenue for MLW once they get going. I don't even think they've been taping during this shit, have they?
No, they finished up their tape stuff like a week or so ago.
So
they're going to be airing other stuff for the time being. Probably best of stuff.
A few days ago was Kevin Owens' birthday, and WWE Network added a best of Kevin Owens on there, so you can go check that out. Little compilation. Roman Reigns revealed the real reason why he's not back in the ring. It's not his health, though, it still should be, considering he's a risk, but also he wanted to protect the kids during this whole thing. Something you can't blame him either, but obviously Vince being a dick, erasing him from history right now.
Okay.
That just baffles me that Vince is doing that. But I mean, not a surprise.
I get it on his end. I'm not saying it's right. I get it because he had kids too, but you never had to put your kid or you never had to expose your kids to a pandemic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing the same thing. Prior to this call, like Matt asked me, am I allowing people in my house for double or nothing? And I said no, for the simple fact that I don't want my kids to get it. So, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
I mean, that shit's fucking up kids too right now. I mean, pretty bad.
Exactly.
You don't want to take the chance.
No, you don't. Like, you would take the risk. As a parent, you want to take the risk. I want to take the risk before my kids take the risk.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Next week's WWE on FS1 continues as they air programming leading up to WWE Backstage. 2 episodes of Ruthless Aggression are going to air next week. AEW Dark come out tonight. 9 matches on AEW Dark, a full card. Dr. Luther, Jimmy Havoc, that won't be a pillow fight. Britt Baker, Skylar Moore, Phoenix against Allen Angels, Orange Cassidy against Jason Cade, Private Party against Lee Johnson and Musa, Chris Statlander against Danny Jordan, Jurassic Express versus Mike Reed and Ryan Rembrandt, Colt Cabana against Sean Dean, not Simon Dean, and number 10 against John Cruz. So a lot of jobber matches in that one. So that's probably why there's 9 matches. 7 of them are probably 2 minutes long. Unfortunately, music legend Little Richard had passed away this week. Performed America the Beautiful at WrestleMania 10. WWE put out a statement. I honestly did not realize he was still alive.
Yeah.
Passed away at the age of 87 this week. Apparently, if you listen to Jim Cornette's YouTube channel, he's got some Vince McMahon stories. I have not listened yet, but apparently there's some Vince McMahon stories there for you. I'm sure there's some good ones. Oh, Cornette. We already announced the casino ladder match at Double or Nothing. We already announced the people there. Earl Hebner was on VOC Nation's In the Room podcast this week and talked about the Montreal screw job and wondering if it was I was asked if he thought it was a work, and he said at the time he didn't think it was a work, but now he thinks that it was a work. What do you guys think?
Fucking work.
Huh?
No,
it's not a fucking work.
Yeah, there was a lot of hate in there. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Carl Anderson files the trademark of for Chad Too Bad. Oh, Southpaw. Brian Myers filed trademark Never Defeated. And Prince of Queens. Some Not good news for Alberto Del Rio, arrested the other day. Sexual assault, and
Next.
that guy.
Next.
That guy is needs help. And he needs a lot of it. It's been announced that the New Day is going to release a book. It's going to come out in December called The Power of Positivity. According to the press release, it's a New Day graphic novel. Yes, it is. Speaking of New Day, if you listen to their Feel the Power podcast, they are joined by the Iconics. I don't know if that's an iconic pose or Captain Morgan.
No, I ain't got the knee up. The knee don't go that high
yet. Impact Wrestling signed Sue Young to a new multi-year contract, so she is
why
not leaving Impact. Well, knockouts. I mean, shit. They brought in Tasha Steelz from NWA.
They can thank Heaven Rich Swan for that happening.
Oh, that's who she's dating?
She's married to.
Sue Young.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Okay.
She can handle that.
She was the one that got drunk and cost Rich Swan his job with WWE.
I did not know that. Good to know.
Fox announced the fall schedule for this coming fall, and SmackDown made the cut. We'll just say.
Wow, we're shocked.
You guys buying into Sting, AEW?
The only thing for sure about Sting is nothing's for sure.
Well, he is no longer with the WWE. It's interesting. Of course, we all were hoping Sting and Undertaker, and that never happened. So I guess we could keep hoping away for that. And if you good interview, Chris Van Vliet and Zach Ryder. Zach mentioned the unreleased episode of the Z True Long Island Story. He has posted that never before seen footage there, but also check out that interview. Very good interview as well. As I mentioned, NWA has returned to Superpower, which was taped quite a while ago. It was supposed to be their go-home show for the Crockett Cup. And I think following, I have not heard what is at the end of it, but following Superpower, Billy Corgan talking about what's going to be the future for NWA going forward. So that'll be interesting to see what they're going to do going forward with all this shit that's going on. Impact Wrestling has signed Crazy Steve. I haven't heard that name in forever. I didn't even know he was still going. Carl Anderson putting out a tweet yesterday, a little tease. Listen, we had a decision to make in September of 2019. We clearly made the wrong one in 68 days at midnight. The big LG and I will talk about it, all of it. I can't wait. And one more thing here before we wrap things up. Becky Lynch has a new T-shirt out called for her playing off of her pregnancy. So go support it because now she's going to have kids, man.
I'll buy it. I got kids, man.
Yeah. That's going to do it for this edition of Lost the Midcard. I'd like to thank SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes and Spotify. Any of your favorite podcasting apps, just do a search for Lost the Midcard. Hit that subscribe button. That we know every time a new episode comes your way, typically every Wednesday. You can also follow us on the Twitter and the YouTube and all that. Go to Facebook.com/Lost the Midcard, Twitter at LITMC Podcast. Also on the Instagram, LITMC_podcast. And all of that. Follow Matt on the Twitter at Rob Showtime Darryl. No one like D. Myself at JB Huskers. And before we ride off into that sunset. Darryl, any final thoughts?
Joke off.
There you go. Matt, what are your final thoughts?
Nothing.
Joke off.
Fuck joke off. For Matt Black, Darryl Bullock, this is Jeremy Bennett. Thank you for tuning in to Lost in the Midcard. We'll catch you next week.